So I'm going to talk about where Bryophytes evolved and what is the dominant generation. Let's go, let's go. Plants rock, they are on autotropes. Bryophytes started to evolve during the Devonian period, which was around 416 million years ago. These were the same years the planet started to change its appearance. Many fish started to evolve those same years. For example, the jawless red fish. By the late Devonian years, the plants started to spread around the wetlands with the development of roots and leaves that allowed them to live in dry land. From there, the first forests started to evolve and the first ferns started to appear. Now I'm going to talk about the dominant generation. Produces their own food. Only bryophytes only moss bryophytes have the gametophyte dominant generation. Up next is Christina informing us if these type of plants have true leaves, stems, or roots, and if they produce seeds or not. And they are all eukaryotes.
Bryophyte, also known as mosses, is the largest group of land plants.
Everybody produces their own food.
They lack true roots, stems, and leaves. Instead of roots, moss anchor themselves by thread-like structures called rhizoids. They possess simple leaves called phyllids. They consist of a single layer of cells that have no internal airspace. The stem-like features of moss, called collid, are simple and upright. They are small in size and hold up together by grouping tightly. Due to their primitive roots, stems, and leaves, transporting water is not possible and they dry out quickly. Because of this, they are found in very moist places where they are able to obtain water and nutrients.
And they are all eukaryotes.
Where they don't produce seeds. Instead, they reproduce through spore production, also known as alternative of generations. During the first phase, the gametes each provide half of the chromosomes needed. Once the egg and sperm fuse together to form a zygote, they germinate sporophytes, which contain the full set of chromosomes needed. In the second phase, the sporophyte then attaches to the gametophyte. It does this because it's unable to live independently. Each attached spore then germinates to produce the gametophyte. This finally completes the reproduction cycle.
We just wanna see ya.
Hi, this is Liz, and today I'm going to talk to you about Bryophyta mosses. Just because an organism has the word moss in it does not make it a bryophyte or a true moss, such as the Spanish moss, which is a flowering plant. However, moss do not have flowers. Bryophyta mosses are small, flowerless mosses that tend to go without notice. That is not to say that they don't play just as an important role in our ecology as flowering plants, ferns, or conifers. They play a key role in insulating the Arctic, providing water and nutrients to tropical forests, and prevent our streams from evaporation and erosion. Thank you.
A common example is the haircap moss. They are mostly found in wooded areas, and you can see its capsule at the end of very long stalks. The capsule, the stalk, and the foot are what are attached to the gametophytes during reproduction.
Every day I'm planting.
One example of a moss is a Gigaspermum repens, mostly found in Australia. Gigaspermum repens is a white leafy moss. And now pictures of Gigaspermum repens.
They are all autotrophs. Everybody produces their own